Okay. And here we are live on YouTube. So as I was talking to you guys, our immersion today is going to be about being crazy. And I'm going to get the 10 questions that I've created for us to talk about today. And I'm going to put them here in the chat. Okay. So I'm copying them right now. And I am sending. Just a second. All right. Did everybody receive the questions in the chat?
Yes.
Okay, great. So, how does the immersions happen? We have pretty much 3 main rules here in the immersions. If you're participating for the first time, or if you're watching this on YouTube, the 3 rules are, this is an immersion. It's not a class. I'm an English teacher, but I'm not here to teach you anything. You are going to learn by observing how other people speak. We're going to observe how Ayla speaks. We're going to observe how Leandro speaks. We're going to observe how Lara speaks. And then we're going to think, okay, so she used that sentence, he used that word. Oh, that's how I say it. And then you can learn naturally and make friends and discuss topics and share experiences. So that's how we do it here. So this is not a class. Since this is not a class, rule number 2 is, nobody's here to correct you. We don't like corrections, and we don't let people correct each other because, 1, this is not a class, and we're not here to correct you. And 2, correcting people is difficult. There is a correct way to do it, and otherwise it's awkward, it can be harmful, and we're here to build confidence. So this is a free space for you to make mistakes. I make a lot of mistakes here, and it's perfect because in here you can make a mistake. Then later, when Vinicius is talking something and say, oh, so that's the correct way to say it. Or that's a different way to say it. That's great. So you can correct yourself. And rule number 3 is to be respectful. We have lots of different people from lots of different places, from lots of different cultures. And that's the beauty of it. Because then when we're discussing the topics, we get to learn things from a lot of different experiences, from a lot of different points of views. And this is really special. So let's try to be respectful to one another. So these are the 3 main rules. And the rule number 4 that I invented is to have fun. If you're doing TNT and you're not having fun, you're doing TNT wrong. Okay?
Okay.
That's it. So what are we going to do now? We've got in here 8 people. So I'm going to separate us into 2 rooms of 4 people each. Why do we do it? Because everybody gets the chance to talk. Because if we're 8 people trying to speak at the same room, nobody has the time to do it. Okay. So I'm going to separate us into 2 rooms. When you get to the room, to the other room, you introduce yourselves. Okay. Hey, hello, my name is Junior. I'm 20 years old. I live here in São Paulo. Tell people a little about yourself. And then you guys can start working with the questions. Question number 1, 2, discuss, share your experiences. It's a real conversation, so you don't need to just like answer to the questions, like answer and stop, answer, stop. You can discuss, bring new ideas, points of views, get something that the other person says, add your point of view to it. It's a real discussion for us to have in here, for you guys to really learn a lot more than the language. All right?
All right. All right.
Perfect. Have we got any questions before I separate us into the 2 rooms?
I think it's okay.
All right. We are going to be in these 2 rooms. One of the rooms is here in the main room. So 3 of you are going to stay here with me. The other 4 are going to the other room. All right. Let me just open the room here to make sure everything is working all right. Okay. And here we go. If you have any trouble or if you need anything, you can click on the help button. I go to the room to help you out, or you can come back to the main room. Okay. Have a nice conversation. See you guys in 40 minutes, 43, 45.
All right.
Now, if you weren't sent to the other room, it means we're going to stay in here. And then we're going to introduce ourselves to start. Let's see here. Let's go ladies first. Lara, could you introduce yourself to us, please?
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Lara. I live in São Paulo. I am 22 years old, and I work as a data engineer / Python developer. And I am here in TNT to improve my English, in not just for my work, but for my life, because I like to read new stuff, and I think that English has a lot of contents. That's it. What about you, Leandro?
Okay, I'm 35. I live in Santo André, São Paulo. I'm studying computer engineering. I'm here in 30 since March this year. My English is for my life too, but for my job is necessary. And I don't work at the moment, but I study for data science. I agree the English was will be good for my job. My hobbies are reading books, watching movies, go out to talk with my friends and travel sometimes. That's it. And you, Rafael?
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
great.
Can you hear me now? Yeah, nice. So I moved to Santos in the beginning of the year, in January. So uh, I was living in São Paulo before that, and I'm nowadays I'm working with filmmaker, an editor. So um, always work in São Paulo because it's really near to the city. Um, and I just need to improve my speaking because some works I need to work with uh, um, uh, need to work with some customers from another country. So uh, and realize that it's the most important to evolve in English is try to speak, because if you don't try to speak to use your vocabulary, you start to forget the words. Uh, so I'm trying um, to speak as much as possible, So um, I'm here to continue practicing uh, and continue involving my speaking. I think it's the best way to improve.
That's really great. It's nice to have you all guys here. And yeah, usually the practice is the best way for us to practice. Even because sometimes, have you guys ever had this feeling that you know a lot and you've studied a lot, and sometimes you've even seen some words, but when you have to speak, you just can't remember it because it's a lot of pressure. We're not used to speaking. So
Yes.
this environment of practice helps a lot, right?
Yeah. Just talking here and informal conversations, it sounds good. It's working well. So, but when you need to talk with some customer and or with native uh, people to work, not to just um, uh, to to talk for any way. When you need to work with something, uh, some projects to work, it's really hard to all the situation. I think is the complete situation is hard because you need to explain some your thoughts and it's not easy to be comfortable because uh, in my case, because I need more confidence and because I think I need to practice more to I don't know, because maybe when you are talking about some projects, there are some words specifically, and maybe this point is hard, you know.
Yeah, there are more specific words and terms to be used, and also there's a little bit of pressure, like talking to a customer can make mistakes and everything. So
Yeah.
I feel you. All right. And in case you guys don't know me, my name is Junior Rufino. I'm 20 years old. I'm an English teacher, and I've been working here on Talk and Talk now as a social media assistant, as a social media analyst. I come from Minas Gerais. Now I live in Hortolândia, São Paulo. And, well, what interesting thing can I say about myself is that, I don't know, I'm not a very interesting person. I'm a boring person. I like to stay at home, playing games, watching anime. That's pretty much it. All right.
20 years old.
20 years old.
Yeah, so young, bro.
Yeah, 20 years old, like in the outside, but in the inside, like the soul, I'm like 17, 18.
All right, it's okay. I'm in 34.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right, let's start working with the questions. I'm going to ask Leandro. Leandro, on a scale from one falta aqui. On a scale from 1 to 10, how crazy do you consider yourself? And why?
I'm too curious about this subject, because I feel crazy. I think in 7 on the scale. Sometimes I do things that many time ago, after I think, oh my gosh, I'm crazy to be this. I don't know. One time I passed in the street and I see the course about scuba diver. I don't think too much. I inside in the school and do my subscription.
You just went inside the thing
Yeah,
and
yes.
started scuba diving.
Yes, I have a cruise to know the school. I visit to know, and I inside and I have a subscription to the course. I think if I thought about this, I don't have take it. I am spontaneous sometimes.
That's really cool.
Maybe I'm crazy. I thought a bit by myself when I alone. Sometimes I anxiety. I speak. Or I have a shout.
Shout? Yeah. You're like, what?
Bate palma, clap, yeah, acorda. That's it. I feel crazy.
I feel you, buddy. I feel you.
Yeah.
This morning I had an episode of like, I was watching something on Instagram. I entered on Instagram to do something for work. Then I started watching Reels, and I was like, no, dude, stop.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I shouted, and I think my neighbor heard, and I was like, okay.
I have I don't know the word, devaneios. Sometimes. That's it. I like I laugh about this. Go ahead. That's it. And you, Lara, what's your opinion?
I think 3. I don't think that I am crazy. Neither you, Leandro. I talk alone sometimes, and I sometimes do things that people usually don't consider normal, but I think that it's normal for me. I think the crazy depends on the perspective. What about you?
Very smart.
Yeah, I think so. I think what is to be being normal, all right? What is to be normal? So I'm talk alone as well. So, but for example, last year I practiced skydiving. So it's a very crazy attitude because it's so crazy to jump to airplane and it's awesome. It's awesome and a crazy experience. So for for sports, I think I'm crazy, but in my days, I don't know, maybe I'm very crazy and I don't know if I'm so yeah, uh, it's okay. I don't know how to
What?
say, but the level, right?
Yeah,
Can
what
you
rate
hear?
would you give yourself? Like a 5, maybe a 6?
Right. Yeah. I think is six. Six
A 6?
is the
Alright.
number.
It already makes
But
the cut.
uh, what is normal? You know, what is normal?
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I like what you guys said. Like, what is to be normal? What is it to be crazy? Depends on the perspective of the person, right? And in
Yeah.
some places, if you start screaming on the middle of the street, you're crazy. Some places, if you are not screaming in the middle of the street, you are the crazy one. So, you know, you really just know there's a difference. Considering the society's idea of common, I would say I'm like an 7.5, 8. Crazy. I do some things that, like, yesterday I started recording in the middle of the mall. I was just like, I went to the mall, I worked for a little bit, then I stopped in the middle of the corridor. I just set up the ring light and I started recording right there. And people were just looking at me like, what? What is this guy doing? So some
Yeah.
people might be seen as spontaneous, courageous. Some people might see it as a crazy. I think I'm a little bit crazy.
Yeah. In the past, when I'm young, I am very crazy. Than much today, but when we'll go. Sorry, when in the concerts, for example, in the concerts, sometime I did. I don't know how to say. I, stage dive. You know, I did a stage dive. Stage dive when you are inside of the the I forgot the word, side of the stage, you know, and then you jump the on the people, uh, you know, on the concert stage
Oh no,
dive.
no, no, no. Yeah. You
Yeah,
went full rock star on the people. You're just like, yeah.
yes, in the past, but nowadays no, no, it's not possible. And it's impossible to do it.
Kind of like,
Again, I guess when we was young, yes, we all were no sense sometimes, more no sense. Yes.
Totally.
yes. Nowadays, you think if a person is singing on the stage and they jump on top of me, will I hold them or will I run? They think, yeah, I'll probably run. So I'm not going to do it because other people will run too. Great. Now, let me make a question here too.
But it's sometimes it needs to be crazy.
Yeah, it's just part of life. Lara, would you
I'm
rather
there to
kiss?
be crazy because life is so hard.
Yeah, we do. It's always to be happy and sometimes, right? Now, Lara, would you rather kiss a crocodile or a bear?
I think a crocodile, they have tiny little hands, so maybe I have time to run after this.
Smart.
Yeah.
That's a good grade. That's a good thought. What about you, Leandro? Would you rather kiss a crocodile or a bear?
It's a crazy question. No makes sense.
Yes.
Okay. I guess I don't know, a crocodile, because it's easy to run away. That's it.
Okay. And what about you, Rafael? Would you rather kiss a crocodile or a bear?
To kiss, you
Yeah.
say?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
True. A crocodile or a bear?
Crocodile, I think I think I have a chance to fight with the you know bear. But if inside the water, it's a huge problem, no?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
connection is crazy.
Yeah, it's very difficult. You guys are. I agree with you guys of like kissing the crocodile because it's smaller. It's sometimes easier to fight and it's easier to run from, especially because crocodiles don't usually like climb trees or things like that, so they can really jump. So if you get on top of something, it's easier to escape. But I have a big fear of like reptiles, this kind of stuff, snakes, crocodiles, even turtles. So I would rather kiss the bear. Would be a risk that I'm
Yeah.
willing to take. Okay. Now,
Yeah. So someone do it.
someone already kissed like a bear?
I don't know why you why you sorry, man. Why do you make this question?
Because it's a conversation about being crazy. It's a crazy question.
Okay.
It's just to check if you guys are really
Totally.
crazy or not. I wanted somebody to answer. Oh, I would depends on who I'm in love with. If this is the bear or the crocodile. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, is there a difference between being a little crazy and creative? What do you guys think? Is there a difference? Like, is it being crazy and creative the same thing? Is there a difference?
Yeah, I think there has a difference. As I say, crazy is about perspective. You can think that something is crazy, but other people don't. And creative, we have like we kind of have what it is, the person who has a lot of ideas and can handle with a lot of subjects and all those kind of things. So I think that there has a difference. And sometimes when you say that someone is crazy, is a bad thing. And when you say someone is creative, is a good thing.
Oh, yeah. And do you know any person, like maybe a person you know from life, or maybe a famous person or something like that, that people usually think they are crazy, but you think they are creative?
Yes, I work with I think that in technology you find a lot of people that people usually consider crazy. And I know some mathematicians, people who work with math and studied math, that usually they see people see they as crazy, but I just think that they are really intelligent and focus on other things that we don't focus on.
That's awesome. Yes, like focus of studies and things you like also differ. Like,
Yes.
everybody likes soccer, cars, sports and games and this kind of stuff. And if a person doesn't really like that, it's like,
Yeah. I think that is important. You have something that is not related to work and study, just to equilibrate things. But if they like it, okay, it's not my problem, you know. So
awesome. What about you, Rafa? Do you think there's a difference between being a little crazy and creative?
There's a difference, but I think it's necessary to be both, you know. I have a quote here that I wrote some days ago. Let me read here. So only one who attempts the absurd is capable of achieving the impossible. Only one who attempts the absurd is capable of achieving the possible. You know, so I think it makes sense to be creative and crazy. You know, if you don't attempt the absurd, it's impossible to achieve. Is impossible to achieve the impossible. You know.
Yes. Yeah. And if we see about many people that changed the world, they were considered crazy when they were trying to do things. And then when the things finally worked, then they were considered creative or geniuses, right?
I think so, bro. Thinking Elon Musk, he trying to colonize the Mars. So it's so crazy, you know, and it's so creative at the same time.
This is really great. And what about you, Mr. Leandro? Do you think there's a difference between being a little crazy and creative?
I guess some people is eccentric, but it's part of personality. Be creative or not is not very relacionado. It's, in my opinion, I agree with Rafael. Innovative ideas start crazy, but many people think it's impossible. But when it proved it's possible, that become not crazy. Okay, I guess my opinion, people too much normal is crazy, because the world have many opportunities to do different things. If you is too much normal, you for me you're crazy.
Yes. If you think that when some people have amazing talents and amazing things that they could do, and they don't because they want to fit the norm and look like everyone else, that's crazy if we think of it, right?
Yes.
Yes. If you do everything right, I guess it's crazy. You don't put you in you have only comfortable zone. I guess for you grow up, you need to do some crazy things, no? But it's a figurative language, né? When I say crazy, I say about decisions, not in the health mind, né?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you also try to fit others people's expectations. You know, you are just crazy because it's not normal for them. If it's normal for you, it's not crazy. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought about me because sometimes because I sometimes I don't agree with the normal way. I think I need to deconstruction some ideas to see the real world. For me, it's the way.
All right. Now, I have another crazy question for you guys. I'm going to skip a little questions and I'm going to go to question number 7. If you punch yourself in the face and it hurts, are you strong or weak?
I think strong because I was brave enough to punch myself in the face, even that it hurts.
That's a different way of thinking. Great. Awesome. What do you think about? If you punch yourself in the face and it hurts, are you weak or strong?
Oh, I think it's strong, you know, because I will to stop and understand what happens, why this kind of thing happens, and understand. I think to understand this action maybe can be uh, good for me, and this can be and this can is turn me strong. You know.
All right, all right. That makes sense. And what about you, Leandro? If you punch yourself in the face and it hurts, are you weak or strong?
It's the other question, crazy. If it hurts, I am normal. But I guess I strong because I will think about this situation. But I don't know my reaction if I have if I had a bad humor. Maybe I give up, I give back the I don't know, but for two options, I guess I stump. Yes, and you?
Nice. I believe that if I punch myself in the face and it hurts, I am. I punch myself in the face and it hurts. I didn't. I had the answer in my
You write
head.
the questions, why you don't know it? You have a lot of time to think about it.
Yeah. I had the answer, but now I was thinking about it again, and I was like, no, it doesn't make sense. It's different.
Yeah, totally.
No, I believe that if I punch myself in the face and it hurts, I am weak or strong. Weak, strong.
I think it depends on the perspective. Maybe if you're talking about emotions, for example, something are hurting me and then I push myself in the face. I think that it's not weak, but you are not controlling yourself.
Yeah.
So it's not something strong, but depends on the perspective of this, the context of this question.
Yes. Come to think of it, a punch in the face is going to hurt anyway. Even if you're strong, even if the person punching you is strong or weak, so it's like going to hurt anyway. So if I punch myself in the face and it hurts, I am going to be a normal person.
Crazy, maybe.
Crazy.
Why you are punching yourself in the face?
Yes.
We're not.
That's it.
Are you crazy or something was wrong?
Yes, exactly. Maybe something, maybe my control.
Oh, sometimes
Yeah.
I walk in street in the calçadão. I don't know the word. And one person, one woman, take a gap get hair about hair of the other woman behind, and puxou.
So like pulled the hair of the lady.
Pulled her, and I realized this woman is were crazy. Don't have a mental health, good mental health, and I take it and help it to drop the hair. And the woman, I don't know, she fight with me, and I desvio, comecei a desviar, no caso. Que eu percebi, I realized it's crazy, but I help the other woman because ela tava cabelo puxado, no caso.
Yeah, she was having her hair pulled and everything.
Yes, very strong, very strong. And I esquivei, no caso, né? Because ela veio assim. And I escaped the situation. If I don't have the good if I don't be calm, maybe I be aggressive with her.
Yeah, these kind of situations are difficult because if the person is mentally unstable, it's not like they're doing it because they're mean. So it's difficult, like, to start to engage in a. Actually, we aren't supposed to like be aggressive with anyone, but especially in these cases, most of the times the person is not doing because they are mean, because they want to do a bad thing, because they might mentally stable. So, it's like difficult to hurt a person in this situation. But it's good that you helped the other lady. Most people, when they see something like this happening, they just stop and watch and like.
I need to help because it's in my afford and my front. And the other people is far, and I see the woman needs starts to gritar. I don't know the word.
Starts like screaming.
Yes, yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I think be fast. I don't be aggressive. I only help evite the attack. But the attack turn for me. I need to run.
Run for life.
Yes.
Great. All right, you guys. Look, we're entering the final minutes of the immersion, and I'm gonna ask you guys to choose. Is Rafael's first time in here? So, Rafael, can you choose one of the questions that we haven't answered yet, so we can answer it now?
Yeah, for sure, but I can't see the questions.
Oh, you were in the cell phone. When I sent you to the other room, they disappeared for you. Let me resend them.
Okay. Oh, nice. Let me see. Okay. One. Okay. What is the weirdest food combination you've ever tried? What is the weirdest food combinations you ever tried?
What is the weirdest food combination you've ever tried?
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Weird. So
for you,
man, so I really like to eat banana with beans. So it's okay for me. But one sometimes a native see this kind of thing and it's completely horrible, you know, completely strange for him because it's it's very strange. Other thing,
Banana with beans?
yeah, exactly. Other thing is tomato. Tomato uh, as a fruit, you know. Tomato is a fruit, but just take a tomato and put salt and and eat. It's strange, you know.
I
So,
love to do it. It's really good.
but
It's all-
banana with beans is really strange, but for someone it's okay.
A banana with beans. I've seen people like put banana in like the whole food, like everything, but only with beans I've never seen. That's cool.
It's okay.
All right. What about you, Leandro? What was the weirdest food combination you've ever tried?
Um, I never taste, but I have had a friend, and he ate watermelon with beans. Watermelon
Oh my God.
with beans. Yeah, the beans in watermelon. It's crazy. It's crazy for me. I never
So
taste.
good.
I don't know the taste. Uh, and milk, milk too. Milk in the beans. Oh my gosh, it's crazy.
Okay. I think Brazilian people really like mixturing things with beans.
Yes, 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 yes.
Nice. And for you, Letta, what was the weirdest food combination you've ever tried?
I think rice, beans, and Japanese food when I went to a self-service and I have a lot of options. I hate to go to self-service because I want to put everything on my plate. So I eat rice and beans and Japanese food all together.
So they're like eating rice and beans, then you just get the chopsticks and you, oh, nigiri.
Yeah, exactly. And also beef and cream. It's all together like
Perfect. Wow. Did you have side effects later or not?
no, it's
Oh,
really-
good. Because
Well,
the last time I went to a place like this and I had like rice and beans and meat and pizza and ice cream, Jesus Christ, that was a very difficult week.
I traveled to Pará one time, and there I tried some juices and dishes, and I don't remember any name of these dishes and juices. There's a lot of uh, fruits there, you know. So and fa- dishes with fish. So there's a lot, and all the all the dishes is a different by here from here. So it's pretty interesting and so delicious and exotic exotic as well.
Exotic, right?
Exotic, yeah, yes. It's I really recommend you, you know, to travel to Pará. It's amazing. Belém do Pará.
Nice. Never been there. That's one of the places I want to visit. Okay, guys. Look, the weirdest food combination I've ever had was really weird. And I didn't try it because I wanted to. I tried because it was a challenge. I lost the challenge. I lost the bet. And then I had my brother and my cousin, they made me drink. They put orange soda with chocolate sauce, salt, and I guess
Oh,
lemon.
oh my God. Soda with chocolate
It
and
was
lemon.
disgusting, really disgusting. And I had to drink because I lost the challenge. It was terrible. Uh,
Wow.
But the weirdest thing I used to do when I was a child is like I would get the bread, I would like put butter in the bread, and then I would put Nescau inside it.
Yeah.
It's weird, but I saw a lot of people doing this.
Yeah. And it was good. It was good. It's weird, but good. Right here, guys. Well,
Yeah.
go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I'm thinking there's a lot of foods that I would like to try. Like, there's a lot, but I never tried. Like uh, some scorpion.
Nice.
Scorpions.
I
That's
drink.
different.
I drink. You have you maybe you know, pinga, with snake.
Yeah.
In the countryside have a lot in the bar. Pinga with snake, pinga with scorpion
Yeah.
Jeez.
in the bottles.
It's so crazy.
Yeah, have a lot of drinks, curtida, né? Don't know the curtida. And
Me neither.
with snake.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, you guys. Listen, we don't have a lot of time left. In like a couple minutes, I'm bringing everybody back here so we can finish. But I would like to have a quick conversation with you guys here of the question number 9. Like, if we're talking seriously, it's really rude to call a person with a mental illness crazy. A lot of people use this term being like behind their back, though, like talking about, oh, this person is crazy because the person has a mental illness. Do you believe our current society is friendly to people with mental illnesses?
Friendly.
Yeah. Do you think we, in our society nowadays, we are understanding and we are friendly to people with mental illnesses, or we still have the stigma and the prejudice?
I think the majority, I think it's not friendly. So, but there is some professionals and some awareness people that make that understand the situation. But the majority, I think, is totally not friendly, because I see here in Santos there is a lot of mental how mental questions, and some people here on the streets. I don't know how to say, but homeless uh, people here, and society. It's not friendly. It's hard.
Good.
I guess crazy is pejorative name for the some disease, mental disease. I don't like this word. I tell this word when it's funny, and the people is not crazy, real crazy. I guess it's not a good word to say.
For me, I think that we have a really selfish society, and people doesn't like to deal with people that are different than what they are. So I don't think that we have people are friendly with people with mental illness. We are having more contact with those kind of topics, subjects recently because of the pandemic. A lot of things happened, but I don't think that the society is friendly.
I agree with you.
I guess Junior.
Yes.
Caio. Deixa eu vou chamar o pessoal aqui. Ficou para mim aqui chamar.
Beleza.
Okay. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Media.
Deixa eu... Ok. Acho que o Júnior caiu.
You got it?
Vamos ver se ele volta para encerrar.
Yeah. Oh,
O pessoal tá voltando.
all right.
Just a minute. Ué.
Okay.
Okay, guys.
Junior have internet issues?
Yes,
Yeah.
Júnior caiu.
Oh, okay, no problem. I guess it's almost finished, guys, but Rafael was your first time here, right?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, okay, man. What do you think about the TNT? Do you like the conversation? What are your opinion about?
Yeah, I think it's pretty good, conversation. I think it's nice to just involve the conversations with any subject, because we try this kind of thing takes to you to to just thinking without I don't know how to say, but without points. You just need to talk. You just need to thinking about it. So I like it. I really like it. I appreciate it.
Great, man. Great. Junior is back, so go on, Junior.
Thank you for the help, Vinny. Thank you.
No problem.
Sorry, guys, I had a power outage. Everything just shut down in here. My fridge, my router, just like, sorry for that. How was the conversation for you guys in the other room? Vinicius, Ayla?
You are so good, Junior. It's interesting subject, because we are all a little crazy sometimes. It's very interesting subject.
Oh, really glad that you enjoyed. And yeah, I think everybody's at least a little bit, maybe even like in that scale from 1 to 10, maybe even like a 1 or 2, but I think we're all a little bit. Really happy that you enjoyed. And what about you, Vinny? How was the conversation for you? I think he disconnected. All right, guys, look, thank you all for participating. I hope your first conversation with us was good, Rafael, and I hope to see you back here, okay, in the next immersions. I'm going to be leaving a link for you guys in here, in this chat right now, and this link is for a feedback. I want to know what you guys think of the platform, the project, these immersions specifically. If you like the theme, the questions, the host, what was good, what was bad, what we can improve, so we can keep making TNT better for you guys. Okay, so if you can click the link before leaving and leave the feedback, really helps us a lot. Thank you all for participating. Have an amazing day. Wash your hands and drink water. All right.
Thank you, bro. Thank you all. See you again.
Thank you. See
Hope
you.
to see you again.